The name is Law Nation. For your midday sports reports and analysis brought to you by Law Nation Sports and Beyond. Appreciate, and I mean just that, appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in to the nation. Come on, be sure on your way in to hit the like button. Let's get it. Come on. All right. Mama said there'll be days just like this. Cowboys, Mike McCarthy. Embrace, we like our guys. Theory and beyond. Come on. Yup. They say really ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a Law Nation's groove? Come on. All right. And we're here, baby. Like it or not, we are here. And we ain't going nowhere. The 2 and 2 boys. Come on with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and
what more do you want from me?
come on. What my guy here with the beans and bologna, man? I need some bologna. Some of that. What we got? Bologna. Hey, come on, sing it with me, baby.
This is where we hold them.
Come on.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, appreciate everybody, man. One love to you all. Appreciate you, man. Take down the law. We already knew no cooks, no problem. Shout out to you, C-Lows, man. Yeah, you don't have to give me a hard time, man. You know,
Come out the closet.
you don't have to give me a hard time. Come on, man. It's already, man. We are in the thick of it with this particular team named the Dallas Cowboys. They said that they don't want Adams, right? Yeah, this is what it is. We just kicking it, Cowboy Nation. So, it's flow time now. I was saying there's a tribe of people. Let me just say this first and foremost. There's a tribe of people that said that flow is trash, right? The brother didn't even get a chance to play yet. And there are a tribe of Cowboy fans that every time I say, yeah, man, let's get Ryan Flanoy, let's give him a shot at it because, you know, I've seen what we've seen in training camp. We've seen what we've seen in preseason. And there's a flow of guys under my comment section that say, hey, man, even he's trash, Law. He ain't going to be no good. He's no good. Like, I like, man, it's rough being a Cowboy fan because you got Cowboy fans that would even spit upon and chew up their own players, you know, the own guys that's on this team without even with a chance to even see them, you know. So it's crazy to me of already taking a dump on a kid who haven't even got a chance to even play yet. And that's just the Cowboys way, right? Or those are just the 3 or 4%. And let me know, Cowboy Nation. Is that the peanut gallery? You know, because at this point, we got to deal and do with what we have. And the Jones family, they truly believe in the fact that they like their guys. And I want y'all to be like that with me, man. You know, like Law, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, say what y'all want, but we like Law over here, man. We like Law. Yeah, he's our guy, you know. Yeah, be like that like the Joneses are with their particular guys. Be like that for the nation over here, Cowboy Nation. So with that being said, the Cowboys do have about 24, maybe close to $25 million available to spend. And they said that they are trying to earmark that money, according to Clarence Hill, that they are earmarking that money for the future. Let me repeat, they are earmarking that money for the future. And I can tell you guys that when you do that, it's all about the now. If you forever looking for only the future and you got these this mindset, here's what I got. Let me see if he still got it up right here. Shout out to Clarence. And I think he got it somewhere right here. Yeah, I said here from this particular outlook that the Cowboys have $24.4 million, and that's for Davante Adams, right? He said that money is really that money is not really available. It's earmarked. And I said, do you have the access to the tangible cap figures? And basically, what he's saying is basically he means most of that money is going to be rolled over for Smith, rolled over for Bland, Parsons, Ferguson. You know, here's my thing with all of this, ladies and gentlemen. When you take the money that's on your team now, supposed to be for your team now. The money for the future, let that take care for the future. If you are you trying to win the Super Bowl now, or are you trying to win the Super Bowl 20 years from here? You know, teams that's ultimately trying to win it now goes farther and further beyond it, as it relates to free agency, as it relates to trade acquisitions. We can go down the list. And for example, even the Chiefs, they know that they are in a slow start this year. So even the Chiefs are looking at Davante Adams saying, oh, we'll take a shot at that, right? Because they know ultimately that would help their team be successful. But when you think long, you think wrong, right? And it goes all the way back to the parables of the talents, right? There was one guy who said, you know what? I got these 3 talents. I'm just going to dig a hole and keep it there. I'm not finna do anything with it. Maybe next year when the person come back to ask for those, I can give and generate him, hey, I got 3. I still have the 3 that you gave me, right? And there are those who will take their talents, right, and multiply that, give it to the exchangers. Those who have more will figure out ways to even stretch that out and get more in return, and go out there and do those type of things and not wait for tomorrow. And I'm not saying that the Cowboys shouldn't plan for the future, but it's about the now. And the Cowboys tend to just sit back and just chill when there's no sense of urgency. Now, granted, those who are advanced and say, hey, this is not the time to panic, Law. This is not the time to run away. We going to be right here in the thick of it, man. We okay.
Spartans, prepare for glory.
When you start talking about you don't have money, maybe it's because you keep talking about it, Jerry. Everybody else making moves but us. And we are the only ones that, even with the guys that you said that you like, you gave them hell to even when it was time to pay them. If you were to pay those boys earlier, you would have had the money. But let's listen to this.
Following one of the best players in the NFL could be on the move. The Raiders have told teams they would consider trading Davante Adams for a package including a second rounder and additional compensation. The 3-time All-Pro wideout missed Sunday's game against the Browns with a hamstring injury. Ramping up the intrigue is head coach Antonio Pierce liked a post from Sports Illustrated wondering if Adams had played his final game in Vegas. The like was later removed, but responding to the situation, Adams said he hadn't heard from or talked to his coach. Okay. We welcome in our crew from the Seaport to talk about this huge news. Kimberly Martin, Andrew Hawkins, Dominique Foxworth. Kimberly, which teams could be in the mix for Davante Adams?
Oh, well, Ryan, everybody should be. But here are 4 teams that I think should really be in the mix. Number 1, the New York Jets. They've got his best friend as the quarterback, the guy he always wants to be with. And we've been talking about the Jets as an obvious destination from the start, from the standpoint of Aaron Rodgers is here, you need more offensive weapons. They are win now, guys. Also, you got the Steelers. We got the Chiefs, a team that clearly has wide receiver needs with Rashee Rice, his injury. You got Isaiah Pacheco.
What's the Jets' record? Can somebody put that down in the chat for me? What is the Jets' record? I think they're 2-2 as well, right? Or they could have only won one game or something like that. If we were to lose like the Jets just lost last week, it'll be fire and brimstone. It'll be off with the head, right? They made moves this offseason. They got running back game. They got offensive line. According to a third of the people that's watching right now, they got the better quarterback, the better coach, the better running backs. They got the better, let's say this, the better defense. And they are 2-2.
Injured, but will the Raiders actually trade within their division to make the best team better? I don't think so. Then you have the Steelers. Listen, the Steelers don't typically make splashy free agency moves, right? Except this offseason was different. And I think this is a good team. They have a number one in George Pickens already. But who says you can't have?
So, Jeff.
I don't have YouTube Prime, so y'all bear with me. But here we go.
Listen up.
Let's
State
bear
Farm
with me. We're finna
was trying
play
to
this
charge
right
me
quick. Hold on. Hold tight for me. Hold
$197
tight for me.
No, thank you.
We heard from the guys earlier about their thoughts on who needs to make the trade for Adams. But in your opinion, who needs it? Who needs to do it right now?
I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys being
Come
my
on with
first
it.
choice here. And when you think about the Dallas Cowboys and what the expectations for this team was going into the season, you're expecting big things. Unfortunately, that has not materialized. They have 77% of their yardage comes through the air, Kelsey. If you're going to have 77% of your yardage coming there, you got to have more than one receiver. And CeeDee Lamb, as good as he is, can't carry that. Cooks hasn't really done much this season. You go bring in Davante Adams, all of a sudden you have two great receivers. Think about when I play with the Colts, Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, both will end up being in the Hall of Fame. That's the kind of relationship I'm looking for. And the Cowboys have the money. Jerry talks about being all in. Let's see if he's really all in.
Highest paid.
There's somebody right there that knows football, right? And I'm not trying to, gaslight or pump up so much on my guy, Jeff Saturday. But Reggie Wayne and things, and Marvin Harrison, and Peyton Manning, and Dallas Clark, and Jeff himself, and running back game, even when it was Adrian James or Joseph Adai, they had weapons. That's the common sound, that you got to have weapons. And as great and as good as Peyton Manning was, they only got one ring when they was with the Colts. One ring. That's how hard it is to win in the National Football League. As great as even Aaron Rodgers is, got one ring. It's not easy playing this sport, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. And it is hard to really do this day in and day out. So, two of the best players in walking booth and knee scooters. Sad yourself. He says, but however, Deron Bland is on the cusp of returning from IR, and running back by committee is another thing that we have to quantify. And that's what they report. They're going to talk on that. I wanted to dive into the only thing that we can hope on, and we talked a little bit about this on the Final Word last night. We talked about what can better this defense and what can also better this offense and this mentality. It is absolutely setting yourself up for, hey, we can get this done. We can get this going if we run the ball. TOP, time of possession. time of possession because we're going to be ultimately without Micah Parsons, without DeMarcus Lawrence. So you're going to have to control the clock, and that is with run game. I get it. Ezekiel Elliott, people can argue he a shell of himself. Dalvin Cook, he can't even find the field. According to what Mike McCarthy said today, is that, yeah, we got to get more and more carries for our other guys. Well, I can tell you that if one thing, this is true. When we had even Brandon Cooks out there, he wasn't that great at run blocking. Well, by latter of him not playing this weekend, maybe, just maybe, we get a little bit better with our wide receivers blocking. No shade at my guy Brandon Cooks. We all hope for a speedy recovery. And since they don't want Davante Adams, right, whereas you can manipulate the opposing team on how they line their best corner, how they roll coverages, and how many times they're going to try to bracket cover, you got to understand that that's part of the equation as well. Teams had absolute zero fear of Jalen Tolbert on the outside. Teams waved off Brandon Cooks. Average yards of separation is less than a yard. At least we can say to ourselves, damn, it was because of his knee. Turpin overcooked Miko. Hey.
What more do you want from me?
I'm not going to complain about that, by the way. We should see a little bit more of Kavante Turpin. Yeah, I've been banging on the table for that more and more. Anyhow, not to take away from Brandon Cooks, but to say this right here. When you got a speedster like a Kavante Turpin, what you want to do is utilize and use him correctly. I'm not saying that you got to give that man 15 tries at it, but what I'm saying is when you can clearly see that the kid got speed, you utilize that said speed and you get that out there on the field. We need that, someone that can take the top off the defense. So I'm not in any shape, form, or fashion saying to you guys, let's overlook Kavante Turpin. He's a part of this mix as well, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm trying to say. Before I go a little bit further, don't y'all love this right here? You know, I got to pick on my other sides of people over here that follow the Cowboys that's on the Eagles side, you know? Oh, my goodness, man. Through 4 games this season, that hurts. You know, that's his name on Twitter. Both 68 completion percentage, passing yards, 930 for Jalen Hurts, 904 for, oh my goodness, is that the guy that got multiple Super Bowl rings, Pat Mahomes, 6 total touchdowns, 4 INTs for Jalen Hurts, 6 for Pat Mahomes, passer rating, yeah, Pat Mahomes got it, right? And what he's arguing is that one is a bum, a turnover machine, and one is a magician.
What more do you want from me?
Damn.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Come on with it. Yeah, I love it. I just had to throw that out there. My guy, Jay Form, one of my dogs over here, says Turpin is not being used like Cole was. Seeing it in practice not translate into the game is odd. Whew. Yeah. Jay, you know what it is, Jay? Jay, I know you like Coach Red. That's what it is. We don't have Coach Red anymore here. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I think that Turpin need to be utilized more. Right. Member for 4 months level, gold level 2 message. Law Nation, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Toxic Lamb. Tolbert has shown improvement. This is from Jonathan G. But here's my thoughts on Jalen Tolbert, though. I don't give a dog how much improvement he is showing. If I have a chance and an opportunity to get better at that spot and still keep him, it's not like they saying a player for a player, a soul for a soul. You just slide him down the pecking order. You bring in a Davante Adams, and then you have that. I'm trying to win at all costs, right? Ain't nothing like when you playing spades and you got the joker, and the deuce, right? Come on with it. Give me the joker and the joker. Deuce is wild. We playing deuces wild over here. You think I'm going to throw my hand in? Hey, man, to make it fair, I got both of the jokers. I got both of the deuces, man. Let me throw my hand back in. No, I'm trying to win. Yeah. Number 9, no more jet sweeps. Yeah, they need to give him more jet sweeps, though. Yeah. We talked about this, and then this is a mock trade. They're not finna buy that. And on top of that, that's devastating news. My guy, this is the notes from the presser. Cowboys Mike McCarthy said that Brandon Cook's knees have issues and won't play Sunday. Somebody told me that his knees were always like that, even dating back to last year. He had bad knees. He got the Patrick Ewing things that's going on. And he did miss a few days in training camp this year. Sometimes, Father Time, when he get to knocking. Hello, who's that? Who's at the door? Hey, who is it? Father Time, he's undefeated. He's undefeated. And what we put on as a badge of honor is this right here. Yeah, I can still make it, boss. Give me the synovial fluid in my knee. All I need is some Bengay or some Icy Hot. Give me that. Give me some Bengay or some Icy Hot. I'll be out there on the field. Who is it? Father Time is at the door. And when he's there, all I can say is the Cowboys, take this and you can put it however you want to. But when them knees get bad, bro, and it's not even cold outside yet, shoot, it's time to hang it up. Yeah. So it's time for him to hang it up. That's just what it is. Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy said that Dalvin Cook has looked good in practice, and he will get his opportunity one day, but just not this Sunday, basically. And my guy, shout out to Jay Tuck. He says Mike McCarthy has pretty much embraced we like our guys. But Mike McCarthy took it even further. He went from like to this right here. This is exactly what he said. I love the guys that we have. He said the 2 Jalen's and Turpin, Kavante Turpin, we love our practice squad guys too. Shit.
Damn.
Come on, baby.
Dread it. Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same.
That boy.
Now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
Yo, so man, all you got to do is make the practice squad with Big Mike, man. And hey, we love you, man. Yeah, he don't like his guys. He love them. So at the end of the day.
On the real, me and your mama are getting real serious.
So, if you need any advice, ladies and gentlemen, you already know.
Yeah, so it look like I'm gonna be around here for a while. I ain't trying to be a daddy or nothing, but if you need some advice,
feel free
to talk to me.
Feel free to talk to Mike McCarthy because he ain't going nowhere with his boys. We love our boys, or we love our guys. And the whole thing of it is that I think that he knows that the Cowboys ultimately will not go out there and finagle and finesse to bring in new and fresh guys, right? So that's stuff that we got to embrace this. Man, we going backwards. This is from Make. Somebody says Riggs. Yeah. Coach Marv says, Lord, did you ever read the text I sent you about Mike McCarthy in Green Bay? Can you copy paste that text and send it to my Twitter DM? I definitely pull it up, of what he said. Yeah. My thing is, let's listen, because this Davante Adams thing done hijacked. It done hijacked the main purpose of this team heading into this week. It hijacked that. At least for this fan base. It hijacked it. We got to be focusing on the Steelers. We got to be making sure that Mike McCarthy don't have time to be dealing with, do you bring in Davante Adams or not? And for the life of me, I just wish, because he did make a statement that he said he don't pay attention to other teams' players, or he don't speak on other teams' players, but he have all of the respect for Davante Adams, etc. I'm paraphrasing. But we need Mike McCarthy to be scheming, right? And setting up some type of tricks against the Pittsburgh Steelers, the number one defense in the National Football League, I believe. We need to be making sure that when we look back at everything, ladies and gentlemen, let me pull up the Steelers. Steelers. Come on, Raider. Steelers. Come on, there we go. There we go. Swillers. Okay. We got to be making sure that this is our main priority, is winning this week. Not saying that they're not, but asking them about a player that's not on this team to help this team, and also dealing with a player that's one of your veteran guys, Brandon Cooks, not to throw him out with the baby with the bathwater, right? To know that now heading into this week that you finna bring in somebody else, you finna elevate someone else. Hopefully it is Ryan Flo, but knowing the Cowboys, by it not being their decision first and then somebody else, it could be very treacherous. Yeah. Unlucky said Lamb needs all kinds of tricks just to get open. Yes, he do. That's a byproduct of being great. You need to utilize your weapons, and you need to figure out how to get them open too. Who did Joe Montana play with? Jerry Rice, right? Who was that coach? Was he creative, or was he like a Jason Garrett, right? What was the coach over there? And people can argue that the Joe Montana to Jerry Rice was a very great thing. But he didn't have me calling the plays. They had somebody with creativity to get them open. Come on, put his name down. Start with a B, I believe. Bill who? Yeah. Lance Bell said Bill Wash was like all of these great coaches named Bills, man. What's good with that? So I'm telling y'all, you just can't just roll up and say, okay, we're going to beat teams with talent, just with talent. Yeah. So you got to be able to think outside the box. Got to, baby. So let me see if Coach Marv sent me that. Hold on. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. And the phone lines will be open today, too, by the way. We will have the lines open. Yeah, we have the lines open. Okay. What'd you say right here? All right. He sent the whole link and everything. I love this. Okay, hold on. Okay. Bear with me. He says right here, why did the Packers fire Mike McCarthy? Revisiting the Green Bay Packers playoff record, Aaron Rodgers falling out. Mike McCarthy ranked second all time amongst Packers coaches in victories. One, Super Bowl has a street name after him, and etc. All right, so what's the reason why? Mike McCarthy, did Mike McCarthy pass on Rodgers in 05? Trying to get the meat and potatoes of this. I probably had to read this on the fly, though. Coach Marv, yeah. I'm going to read this one on the fly. Yeah. Maybe I'll digest this one, Coach, and we'll get back. If it ain't no audio, I can't. My hooked on funny guys won't be able to read all of this correctly, real smoothly for y'all. But Mike McCarthy did spend 13 seasons in Green Bay, and he have a compiling record of 125. And 77 to a loss and two ties. I guess he know how to get some ties. And he is second in franchise history. Mike McCarthy also ranked 5th among player coaches and winning percentages, all of that good stuff. And he had Favre and Rodgers. I will say this, though. Mike McCarthy, is he a horrible coach? In short, I don't think he's a horrible coach. I don't think that he's terrible. I think that he had problems with delegations, right? And I think that he had problem with a little bit to also just making the creativity stuff be creative. I think that he gets settled in a little too quickly, and he don't have sense of urgency himself. That's what I'm thinking. That's how I look at it. I don't think that he's dog food as a coach, but here in Dallas, they will clip you. They tried to clip Bill Parcells, and he revolted. He was like, look here, come on now. And then he got up out of here a year early. So it's just what it is. I think he's a bad coach. This is almost legendary. That's subjective too, though. You know, bad coach in what nature, right? You don't go 12-5, 12-5, 12-5 by mistakes, right? You don't go 12-5. You don't, like normally. Here in Dallas, when your starting quarterback goes down and you got to insert somebody else, we lose those games in the past history. Or when the star-studded player goes down, we lose those games. And this has been the first time in a long time that we lost back-to-back home games, right? So we'll see. We'll see how all of this works, man. But I want to shed light on this right quick. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Jazz Monet. She does a great job, and not Monet Tejada though, by the way. But y'all may have heard her on Bitches Love Sports. I think she does a great job of finding content and cutting it and clipping it so that the people can hear the clip notes. And I want to share this with you guys on the topic nature of what this guy is about to say.
From a Dallas Cowboy perspective, starting first and foremost with their offense, man, I just got a lot of respect for Dak Prescott. I hadn't seen a lot of him. Funny enough, since he's been in the league, I think we've only played against him in particular one time in 2016. But I see a guy who is ultra competitive, has unbelievable arm talent, natural leadership skills. You feel the guys rallying around him in terms of the tape study, the way they battled back in the Baltimore game is an example of that. He's got a real steady demeanor, man. He utilizes his quarterback mobility in a very prudent way. He extends plays.
Prudent way.
He'll run if given the opportunity. They got some schematics that highlight that. He's got a real rapport, obviously, with his eligibles. His work with C.D. Lamb is really impressive. They move CD around. You got to defend him on the perimeter. You also got to defend him inside. Really has gained an appreciation for the development of Ferguson at tight end. I remember watching him up close in Mobile a couple years ago when he came out and was really impressed with his skill set. Had a chance to talk to his grandfather while I was watching practice, the great Barry Alvarez, and so I enjoyed that. But man, his play is impressive, and how he's evolved as a player is really impressive, and Dak's utilization of him within their offense is impressive.
No doubt. That's Coach Mike Tomlin. And one can argue and say, well, he just making sure that he putting water on it so that if it goes bad, right? Now, that's a good thing about coaching. This is the art of war, right? If it goes bad, then you can say, hey, I told y'all about this. And if it goes good for you, then you can be like, yeah, we capitalize on everything that I looked up, right? And that's the greatest way to make sure that you're giving your enemies flowers. It's like the Trojan horse. Like, we going to give you this gift. And when all of y'all sleep at night, we're going to come out and rob you and pillage your village of everything. Yeah. So that could be just that, ladies and gentlemen. But speaking of that, since we all here, I just want to be able to give a shout out to our sponsors, and especially my bookie's been really very, very good with us. All right, so this video is brought to you by my bookies. Bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. 100% match up to $1,000. That's that thou wow, you know what I mean? Plus $10 casino chips. Now, when you use promo code LawNation, we are also going to be able to double your earnings with that. So be sure and be mindful to use promo code LawNation. On top of that, loyalty pays really well over here. They got a loyalty program with my bookies, whereas the longer you in with us, the higher you grab your tiers. It's like this: the more you play, the more you win. So that's a win-win deal with my bookies. Keep in mind, when you're all around my bookies, just use promo code LawNation and we'll take real good care of you, because this is the most wonderful time of the year. Football season. Let's get it.
Let's go, man!
No doubt, the most wonderful time of the year. I'm reading your comments. Jay Recruiter says, man, Tomlin is full of you know what, dog, S-H-I, and put the, T wherever it fits. I feel you on that. He could be just trying to finagle and finesse the whole situation. But you can still bet anytime, anywhere using my bookies on all of this. Cowboy Nation, let's listen to the rest of that before we open up the ultimate phone lines for your mind. Let's listen to the rest of that.
But they've got a lot of eligibles to manage, man. You focus or get hyper-focused on those two too much. A guy like Brandon Cooks can ruin your day, and so we better play a total game in terms of minimizing those guys. On the defensive side of the ball, man, they're going through some changes, obviously, with Dan Quinn and Joe Witt in D.C.
Hold on. I hope that they spent about a day or so on Brandon Cooks and he's not going to be here. I hope that they spent and wasted time and saying, okay, we're going to try to figure out how to stop Cooks, right? This is the good thing about when you knew. There's a lot of tape on you, right? That's why it could be a game where Flo can really eat. This could be literally a game that Kavante Turpin eat as well. Even though that defense is no one to sneeze at with Cam Hayward. I think his name is Nick Hertbick. I think that's how you say that name. TJ Watt. They got what's the kid name on the outside that we wanted to draft from on the defensive side from Penn State. Y'all put his name down. His name slipped me, man. I'm getting old over here. I'm getting Riggs. What's his name, y'all? His daddy played football. Penn State, the DB. You can get him on some double moves. You can literally get him on some double moves. So this could be a big game, even though they are ranked. Not Fitzpatrick, the other one from Penn State. Porter, yeah. What's his first name? Wesley, what's his first name? Porter Jr., what's his first name? Is it Joey Porter Jr.? Yeah, Highsmith is out, I believe. But Joey Porter Jr., you can get him on some double moves. Yeah. But now let's listen to what he had to say.
And the things that they were able to do over there in recent years, particularly in some of their sub-package stuff, was really challenging. But Mike Zimmer is no novice. He's been around. We've competed against him over the years. Man, got a lot of respect for his approach to ball, his aggressive, schematic demeanor. He's one of the godfathers of AA pressure, if you will, in one-dimensional passing moments. I've seen it in Cincinnati. I've seen it in Minnesota. Man, I've seen it a lot of places over the years. Man, I imagine he's gonna pack it and bring it to Pittsburgh this weekend. We better prepare ourselves for multiple blitz looks and so forth. I'd imagine that he's going to have all the schematic tools at his disposal in terms of creating pressure on the quarterback, particularly maybe with his edge guys out. You do what you got to do from a coach's perspective. I use the phrase all the time, if you got red paint, you paint your barn red. And so.
Yes, indeed. So this man's giving us the good stuff, man. And I truly believe that all of this is working for our good. Believe it or not. Law, what are you saying? Let me break this down. Old folks say this all the time, but let me let the music, the safe room, come into y'all. Come on into me. Come on with me. Yeah. Yeah, come with me. Here's what I'm going to say. Here's why I want you guys to lean close to me and hear me out properly. And I mentioned this last night, and this is not me saying that we are a better team without DeMarcus Lawrence, without a Micah Parsons. I'm not saying that. But it is easier. Old folks say this all the time. It is easier to bend a tree while it's young before it grows. We're talking about rooted, right, already. But that tree is more bendable now that you got your hard guys up out of here. Although it is an injury, Okoye, he proved it with the film of letting you guys know that there was a lot of hero ball, a lot of finger pointing. I'm not saying, and I'm continuously saying this so that y'all won't clip me and say, yeah, Law said that we're a better team without Micah Parsons, and we're a better team without D-Law. But what this is now, you have a louder voice to make sure that this scheme that you are running will run to the way it's supposed to be ran. So if you got containment, you're going to stay on containment side. Hey, you're not going to pursue and run and rally to the quarterback. You got outside contain. On top of that, what we're trying to do to Fields, we're trying to funnel him, and we try to make sure that he stays inside the pocket. Right. We want to keep him right there. We want him to make all of his big boy throws if he can, which he normally can't. He is dangerous on the outside. Yeah, he is very phenomenal when he get out in space and flush to one side of the field and he can regain and reset his feet. But he trusts his legs more than his arm. And when we know for sure that when he's getting ready to get outside contain, if he is, don't over pursue him. Just make sure you force him to the boundary side, to the out of bounds. He's not keeping his eyes down the field to throw the ball. But when you are a coach out there on a one-year contract, you can't spit upon and yell at Micah Parsons like that. Because Parsons, and I'm not beating up my dog. Big Game James be like, F all this, man. F Parsons, F Law. I'm like, look, wait a minute, man. You know, yeah, I'm not that. Shout out to Big Game James. Y'all go over to Big Game James show. He's my dog. He can say all of those things. But what I'm saying is now, Zim can be like, yeah, Nealon, you a bendable tree. Carl Lawson, hey, you know how I get down. KJ and them, you know, KJ, yeah. You try to make your name. They said they gave him number 52. Yeah, they said they gave him 52. So, hey, you a dude that I'm telling you, man, hey, you better keep outside and stay contained. You better not pursue the quarterback too openly. Yeah, KJ. You want to stay here? Or if not, I'll have you playing at Pelican Bay shoe program, right? So those are the things that we can all quantify and listen to. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I'm saying. Is that what could bring forth the whole ideology of what we're talking about? And as we get a chance to open up the phone lines and get things going, I just want to let y'all know that if you ever in trouble and you need some assistance, let's get this going too, by the way, because at the end of the day, you want to have somebody to fight for you, to protect you. And Frenkel are those guys that can really fight for you and literally protect you. These guys been doing this for over 100 years. That's a long time to be in the fight for their people. And also at FrenkelFirm.com, you can check out all of that great information. On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, let's open up that phone line for your mind. Come on with it. Brought to you by Frenkel and Frenkel Law Firm, personal injury lawyers. Just make a phone call. That's all you need, baby. Because at the end of the day, we probably need to call them over Jerry Jones, man. I was at the job site, and we got some breaking news about Brandon Cook, that he's going to be out, and I was fooling around on my phone, and I tripped and fell because of the pavement at the job site was not leveled right. You know? So call Frenkel and Frenkel. You know, them boys going to take real good care of you guys. Check it out. And who we got on the phone for the first caller? And I'm telling you, he may be the baller of all. You know what I'm saying? Come on with it, Cowboy Nation. It's my dog, Coach Marv, in the house. Call my line. Hit me up, baby. Just call Frenkel and Frenkel, too, by the way. If you ever in a situation, come on with it. We got Coach Marv that's on the hotline for your mind from the 803. What you got, Coach?
What's going on, Law? How you doing, brother?
Doing much,
hey,
doing
man.
much.
Got a couple things I want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent you the thing on Twitter.
Right.
Right. And this is receipts now, because it talks about McCarthy in his last days at Green Bay.
Right.
And if you read through that article, right, it talked about the last 4 years he had at Green Bay, how stale his offense was, and how he ran into problems with Aaron Rodgers because there was no creativity to his offense. But the most glaring thing is when the person wrote this article, this was not written. Yes, this was written a while ago.
A while ago, yeah.
So, but the glaring thing on there was a belief in Green Bay that McCarthy was not involved, didn't want to get free agents, and that and you're gonna see when you're gonna see, and then you're reading it, you're gonna see where they said McCarthy thought his system will do well with any players.
The need to be right. The need to be right is one of the most dangerous things on this planet.
Listen, but don't that sound like the person we got rid of? Because he felt that he didn't need stars. He just needed guys that his system would make guys good. Wow. And if you read that, if that was the case,
right.
Once he said that to the Joneses in his interview, he was hired.
Oh wow! Oh, so you go way back, and I'm not beating.
Once he said that,
yeah. But can you blame him though? Like Davante Adams wasn't the first round draft pick, wasn't he? Like second or third, something like that. And he came a little later on in his system. It was Jordy Nelson, who a lot of people like, hey, who is he? You know, who were they? Who were they star-studded guys, man? You know.
So he fit. See, this way it goes back to when you say a person is convinced of their own belief.
Yeah.
So we talking a lot about the Joneses, they running, making McCarthy.
Right.
No, this was who Mike McCarthy was. He fit along what the Joneses wanted to do, but then he fit in that philosophy of thinking. Now, is that gonna work? Yes, I would take a Davante Adams here.
Yeah.
But if you gonna take a Davante Adams and you gonna run him in curl route and slant route, he is not gonna be no better than somebody else because you're gonna limit what he can do. You can make. That's why I say good players can't take bad coaching because you limit their greatness when you limit and you put them in doing stuff that's not great. Now, is Cooks shot? I said back in preseason when Cooks hurt his knee.
Yeah.
That I said on a live stream, and maybe Boss may could tell you, I said, Cooks is done. When you start getting injuries with your knees, every time he looks, he sees you have the injury. We don't even see where the injury comes. That means he's got something bad wrong with those knees, and he's just trying to get to the end of this contract, which is it, and he'll be done after this.
No doubt. I think that they're trying to just go ahead and I'm thinking that his agency said, "Look, just try to give it a go," because it makes no sense, bro, for him to have less than a yard of separation. I get it, the play calling is the play calling, but 0.86 less than a yard.
Well, but you think about it though. If he running stops, he running 80% stops.
Yeah.
And if your scout report, listen, we talking about NFL.
Yeah.
And me and Boss talked about this on the show when we did live stream. I said, Boss, you love to play against this offense because you know it's coming. You're not gonna get no separation from a pro player if he knows the 90% of the time what you're going to do.
Yeah.
And this way the creativity. But I would say this again, Law. I've said this, and y'all gonna hear me keep saying this. Teams are gonna have injuries. Everybody's gonna have injuries.
Right.
You're correct about this may help this defense because it's going to be taken off the spotlight, and what it's going to find out is that we have to do it together.
Right.
And if they can get that part, which I don't like the togetherness I see on the team at all. I do not like how our mannerisms are with each other on the team, on together. But I've said this, and I'll keep saying it. You're going to hear Coach Miles say this, and fans going to hear this. This year is not about the X's and O's. X's and O's can be better.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't about the Joes, Jimmys and Joes. It's about whoever you got, and it's about the mentality, what's between the ear holes on this helmet for the 70 guys on this roster.
No doubt, Coach Marv, man.
And if it's not the mindset is not to persevere, to do it together, to cut out the circle of the wagon, we have too many distractions. We have too many, because there's going to be a team that's going to win this that's going to be much less talented than we are.
Yeah.
The talent, it's going to be what between the ears, because that's what's going to get us over the top. So I understand what y'all said, and I'm going to say this last thing. You said it's about a spade game. One thing I've learned about football, football is not spades, because you could think you got all the jokers and all the wild cards.
Yeah.
But you got to put it on the field.
You got to.
See, the Joker carries weight regardless of what it is, because that's his rank.
Yeah.
But when you're a football player, you can have a name,
right?
But you still got to perform.
Man, come on with it, Coach Marv, with the bombs over here, man. Appreciate you, Coach Marv. Thank you so much.
Read that article.
Yeah,
read that
read
article, though. And
I'm going to line for line.
Tell more all in that.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, Coach Marv. That's Coach Marv, y'all. Put y'all hands together for Coach Marv, man, with the wisdom of the game. And the only thing I can say also with the spade analogy, show of hands, if you guys played a lot of spades, right, and someone had the joker, deuce, and they still managed to lose because you talked them up out of that game, right? They may have had them four books right there, but you talked them up out of the game. They were so timid. They underbidded. They could have went for like 7 of them. You know what I mean? But you talked them boys up out of it. Have you ever been on a table that you talked them boys up off of that? They got the joker, the deuce. They got all the aces, and you still able to talk them up out of their game. It's part of it, right? Strategy, scheme. And if you know how to play the cards that you was dealt, it don't matter. yeah. And you going to get them the next time, right? Jay Business know what I'm talking about, you know? Alex talking about tanking. No, it's too much contracts on the table to tank. Yeah. So it is. Jerry said he was flying a human drone. Yeah, I believe you too, Jerry. The next caller we have from the 615, and then we have the 720. Yeah. T-Jack talking about they sandbagging like a mug. Come on with it. Yeah, from the 615, you're live. Talk to me, man.
What's up, Law? Been a long time listener. Long time I spoke to you.
Man, appreciate you, man, for being here for a long time, though. What you got?
Man, I mean, with the Brandon Cooks news or whatnot, I think it's a big deal, but it ain't a big deal. Right. I'm gonna tell you why, and I think you agree with me. They haven't been using Brandon Cooks right.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't been using him the right way, just like they ain't been using Ducey the right way or Deuce Vaughn. They using him on combat routes. He's not long enough or linear enough for combat routes. They should be using him for slants and verticals or whatnot because he's not a tall guy. On the news of Davante Adams, even if we got Davante Adams, I don't think we need to use him in the Pittsburgh game. Even if we got him, it's breaking news. Say breaking news Friday. You're on top of the breaking news. I hear Law Nation say we got Davante Adams Friday.
I'm kicking, man. I'm going to pop open this Hennessy bottle and everything.
I'll be there with you.
You there with me?
I fly to Texas.
You'll fly to Texas. Come on with me. Hey, I'll be laid out like Family Guy over here. But at least you're a Hennessy guy. Hear me out on this though, Jay. You think Davante Adams knows this system?
Not well enough to start Sunday night with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Why you say that?
Mike
McCarthy didn't change his system at all. He the one founded Davante Adams. I think that he would still know this system.
Right.
Yeah, you see, that's the angle I'm coming from. Yeah. He did play for Mike. Yeah. Keep going.
But I'm at the mindset of giving Floyd Noah a chance. Because first off, the kid got amazing 40 count speed.
Right.
And he's also the apprentice of the late, great Chris Carter. Now, the beautiful thing about Chris Carter, if you remember Chris Carter, he wasn't the fastest receiver in the world. But the thing about Chris Carter was he had the ability and he had the skills. He knew the receiver position to the fullest. And that's what saved him. When he lacked in speed, he had in knowledge, and he had hand ability. He had hands out this world. So Chris Carter is his teacher. He's the apprentice of Chris Carter, and there's no videotape on this kid. I think if they put him in this game, I think he'll be a big impact, and I think that kid's hungry. He's hungry or whatnot. I've seen interviews with him, and I've seen his workout on YouTube. The kid got some intangibles. I say give him a chance or whatnot, and when it comes down to the running game, man, go on to activate Cooks. He's been here long enough to have a chance to work out, get in shape. Go on get Cooks, Zeke, and get that Lukey kid out there as our three main backs because we gonna need all stout cowbell type backs. We ain't worried about scat. We just need cowbell type backs in this game because Pittsburgh defense is a monster, and we don't need that constant dropping back, giving J.J. Watt a chance to beat up on him.
TJ.
TJ Watt. Oh yeah, my bad.
No, you good. You good. Sure, he be looking like JJ sometimes. Yeah.
So this need to be a run first game, a pass second game, and the defense got to wake up and put out its best push. And the thing is, if you rely more on that running game, you allow the offensive line to be bullies instead of getting bullied. Because when you pass and you're trying to hold these guys in place, when you're running, you give your offensive line to be a defense. They get a chance to push on people and run forward. So at the end of the day, man, if they rely first on the running and not the passing, and allow that Flournoy kid to step out there, because he's got youth on his side, he's got speed on his side, and I think the kid knows his position, and he's been taught by good stock in Chris Carter. Trust in that, and I think we can win this game with no problems. I don't think we're going to blow them out, but I think we can pull this game off. But like just to say, Pittsburgh can be beat. They undefeated, but they can be beat.
Well, they lost. They lost last week.
Exactly.
That's
right. They did lose. Yeah, by 3 points. But they can be beat. And this Dallas Cowboy team, even without Parsons and without
Law.
Law is we still a pretty formidable team. And then you got to realize with these 2 injuries, it's just like what you said yesterday. Sometimes you got to sit down and have your trial and tribulation. Right now, this is the Dallas trial and tribulation.
Oh my God,
Cowboys. It is. So so the next 3 games is going to be a trial, and based on the outcome, it's going to be our tribulation. Sometimes these players have got to sit on the sideline and realize, okay, how can I be more effective when I get back up on my feet and play again? Sometimes you got to reflect and see how can I make things better. So this is their trial and tribulation time, but this is not the end of the Cowboys season by any means. People need to calm down, don't press the panic button, because we still got dogs on this team with that rookie class we got. We just got to go out there and have a mentality. That's what we're lacking. We're not lacking the skills. We're not lacking the players. We're just lacking the mentality. If the Cowboys, and I was talking about this with a guy at the gym last night. We just lacking mentality. If we get the mentality up, the mindset, we can win these 3 games coming up, but they got to have the mentality. And that's what we're lacking. And Coach McCarthy got to include motion in the pre-snap.
Yeah, he do. He got
motion,
to. Yeah.
Yes. Because it's bland as hell. I'm like you. It is so bland as hell.
Unseasoned meat.
We get that, but we get that mentality right, we can win these next at least 2 out of 3 games that's coming up. And the beautiful thing is we got a bye week before the 49er game, so it's even more time to rest or whatnot. Because when you play in the middle of the week like Thursday, we just got off a bye week.
Right.
If you want hint, think about it. So like I said, man, we good. We just got to get the mentality right. Like, ain't nobody gonna beat us, and ain't nobody gonna whoop us at any given time, because I feel we still got a team that could almost beat just about anybody in the NFL except for Kansas City. I think it's the only team I feel that we can't beat no matter what type of mentality we got. But everybody else, I think we can get.
No doubt, man. Jay, man, I appreciate you, but let me hear you say it on your way out.
Man, how about them Cowboys?
Come on with it, man. Y'all listen to Jay, man. We still them boys, baby.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me.
Come on with it.
Y'all usually check on me. Listen.
What we say?
I'm still them boys.
Hey, that man, we still them boys, man. And just to take away from what he said, to reflect on this right quick, is any given Sunday, that ball is a weird ball. And as the words of Brian Broadus would say, football, the NFL is a strange lady. It's a very strange lady, So we just got to figure out how we can get in with our moments to shine. And it can quite possibly be this weekend. It's prime time game. We used to playing at night, right? We used for the spotlight to be on us. We just got to embrace the fact that, we like our guys. Excuse me. In the words of Mike McCarthy, we love our guys. That's an elevation of levels of wordplay. From like to love, come on, baby. All right, from the 720, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
What's up, Law? I got a couple quick points I'm going to try to run through quick so we can get everybody else on the line.
Okay.
Appreciate what you do, but
appreciate you.
Yeah, so the first point I got is I think Lamb and then Flournoy and then Turpin or Cooks can play a similar role for you, being like the deep threat, take the top off the defense, deep crossers.
Right.
I think those are probably better. I think the way it's going to work out this week, or at least I hope it works out, is that, Colbert, we see on the stats, he doesn't get separation. Brooks is okay, but I think Flournoy's bigger, stronger, faster, runs better routes, more explosive, and better. Turpin and Brooks got pretty good catch finishing, but Flournoy's got all the other stuff, and like the other caller said, Chris Carter coaches them. So, I think this guy's going to be an absolute steal and stud for us. I think you agree with that, too, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I'm right with you.
Okay. But, this 50% curls that we run, like 50% of our pass plays are curls, has got to stop because we need to scheme some stuff. We got some guys, you know. Cooks isn't a go run curl guy. He's deep crosser, take the top off of defense. And I mean, if he didn't stumble on that one deep route against the game 2 weeks ago,
right,
he would have been for like an 80-yard touchdown. And I think that's how we need to use him.
Okay. Hey, I'm all ears, man. You broke it down like a fraction.
Okay.
Yeah. I have no rebuttals on that. What you got for this defense, though? You still there?
I kind of wanted to jump in on one more thing about
the
offense,
and
then I'll hop to the defense real quick. I think our O-line, even though I don't really like our run scheme, and last time I called in, talked about that with McCarthy's not known for the run scheme.
Right, he's not.
But there's look like they're starting to gel. You know how the offensive line, they need to get a feel for each other.
Correct.
How each other are going to play. It looks like these last few games, they're starting to get that a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because our run game looked a lot better last week than it has. So they're starting to buy in and trust each other, I think.
Okay.
And we had 2 rookies on the O-line, even though they're beasts, you know.
Right.
But I think it's going to just look better from here on out.
Okay.
On the defense, I agree with what Micah said that they needed those tests to show them that they can't do it alone.
Facts.
That they need to play together as 11 men, and we saw that last week.
Correct.
And I think that's just we're starting to break the ice of that. So the same thing I said about the O-line, I think that the defense will start to look better and better together. 2 quick things about the defense, and then I'll let it go.
No doubt. Man. Yeah, man, you breaking up real bad, bro. Squeeze it out.
Can you hear me?
Oh, man. They got you down there in Denver, man, but I appreciate you for calling in, man. That's my guy. Rick, they got him. Call Frenkel. And Frenkel, personal injury lawyer, man, if somebody hits you, man, call him, man. Yeah, and if you don't think they can't win your case,
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
come on with it. With that being said, I think he got some valuable points off. Yeah, I remember last year, Nate Newton said that it's going to take 4 or 5 weeks for this offensive line to get things going. And he was right. Now, I didn't hear Nate Newton say a lot of things about this offensive line. I just heard that he was very fond of Awesome Richards or what have you and a few other guys. But I would tell you guys this. Don't fool around and let Cooper Beebe get his feet together and his mindset and mentality together. Don't fool around and let Zach Martin fool around and shake off some of that, old stuff that he got going on and fool around and get into the groove yet. Remember, it's not even cold yet. And when it's cold outside, boy, them offensive linemen, shoot, we got some road graders over there. And to the strength of Tyler Guyton is his run blocking, not his pass pro. So hopefully, man, maybe Mike McCarthy can look through his Rolodex of plays and he can start bringing those things in. And I think that this will help, even though he don't have a finite running system. But he knows what's necessary. Shout out to the 30 for 30. And people, let me say this. I'm gonna sit back just a little bit. And I'm saying this truthfully to you all right now. People were this close to ready to crown the Giants. They were ready to crown the Giants. And they were saying that they could have been 3-1 if 2-1 before we played them, and could clearly be 3-1 if they had a better kicker, etc. So don't be giving us dog food to say that Dexter Lawrence is somebody that was trash. Oh, my goodness. Tibbs, Kayvon Thibodeau is somebody that was trash. Ojolari was somebody that's trash. Bobby Okorike, however you say that man's name, I'm murdering his name, that he was some shape, form of trash. They was willing to say that front seven is someone not to sneeze at. But now all of a sudden, 1 week went by, we beat them. Oh, man, Tibbs ain't nobody, man. Dexter Lawrence, hey, man, he ain't nobody. So now don't do us like that, Cowboy Nation. Because just a week ago, people were saying that defense, that interior, and they had a better defense than us. They were top 10 defense, and based off of their first 3 games. So look, don't try to water down our win, and it was a divisional win. And y'all praising Washington. Washington beat them too, right? But it's not like Washington steamrolled them boys too. So let's not do that. Come on, y'all. And they were just about to give them flowers on their offensive line. But I got the 281. You're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me. Yellow. Once. Twice. 3 times. Oh, my God. Okay, boy, you almost had me. All right, what you got? Hello?
Hey, what up, Blo?
What's up, man? What you got, man?
Say, Lo.
Come on with it.
Man, I got to say this real quick. Man, a lot of people be looking at Turpin like he don't got no separation, he don't got this, he don't got that. But I'm gonna say this: play the man. If you look back at what we did to Baltimore, when we took out all the starters at the game, when it was Turpin in there. Look at the separation Turpin did. Look at the touchdown that Turpin got. The boy was playing.
Yeah.
Let that man play. That man could get separation through his speed. Nobody really don't have tape on that man.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, for the defense side of the ball, play that man Overshawn. Let Overshawn eat.
Play him, not pay, but play him. Yeah, okay.
Play him.
Yeah.
Do not take him out the game. He got downhill speed.
He does.
Catch all the running backs.
Yeah, he does.
We have to give our offensive line time. We have 2 rookies in there. They doing better than some of these other rookies that's on the line. So we have to be patient and give them rookies enough time to feel themselves into the game. If we don't give them boys time, man, it's gonna be a bust.
Right, it's gonna be a bust.
But as far as our offense, Lamb can't do it by itself. Zeke, man, leave him in the backfield. Let him protect that.
Yeah, man, you're right with that, man.
Look how our defense played last week.
Right.
When D-Law got hurt.
Yeah. And
when your boy got hurt.
No doubt.
Look how much Daniel Jones was having pressure on him without them 2 guys sitting up in there.
We'll definitely see, and we'll look back on this, man. What's your name so I can lock you in next time, bro?
Man, I'm Miko, man. I'm calling all the way out here from Houston, Texas, man. Cowboys fan for life, man. These boys out here in Houston trying to get me, man. They try to set us up, man.
Yeah.
But I'm telling them like it is every day, man. Man, it's going to be Cowboys for life. We just got to get set and going to have to do it right. The coach, he's going to have to, man, he going to have to put that peewee football down and play grown man football.
Yes,
play
indeed.
that time like he's supposed to play that time. Because if not, man, we going down, Law.
Going down, man. Let me hear you say it, though, man.
Right now, though. But I'm going to say this, man. Man, how about them Cowboys? I got love for all my Cowboy Nation fans.
Yes, indeed, man. That's my guy, Miko, man. Appreciate you, man. There we go.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Yeah. Y'all still them boys? Come on with it. Boy, we rolling today, baby. Yeah, we rolling today, man. And to take away with what he said is he said what he said, right? And don't do this peewee football. This could be the element of surprise. This is the any given Sunday type of movement moment that we got to exhibit and exude. I got my guy from the 304. Hey, Lou, what's good? It's you. Talk to me.
What's going on, Law? What's good?
Man, all is well, man. Talk to me, man. What's on your heart?
First and foremost, I want to give you your flowers, bro. Keep doing the work. Hey, look, I'm listening to you. I'm following you, man. from the ground up. Hey, I'm super happy and super proud for you, man. Even though you a noob and I'm the bruh, we still can rock out. We still can do the right thing. So, for sure, man. Greek unity, Divine Nine, all that. But, man, look, what's this, week 5? Week 4 right now. Week 5 right now, right?
Yeah, we headed into week 5. The Cowboys versus the
And
Steelers. Come on with it.
We're going to find out what Jalen Tolbert has to offer. With Cooks out, everybody, we're going to see exactly, can he be a number 2? We're going to see if he could be a number 2, and we're going to see what Jalen Brooks is going to do. And if Flournoy can get on that field, I think he has the potential to show us a little bit of that 4.4 speed and that yak ability. He is fit for the West Coast offense, and right now with our slants and our comeback, I'm telling you, this looks like offense.
But hold on before you go into that. A third of those plays, because there was 5 targets, 1 reception for Brandon Cooks, and most of those, that 1 reception he was in the slot, right? But the other plays, if you really look at it, they were right on the money. They just went through the body of Cooks. I don't think that they can go through the body of a guy with a larger body like my guy, Flo. I think that Flo has got a bigger body frame. But keep going.
I agree. Mm-hmm. But the West Coast offense is not meant for small. To me, it's not meant for small receivers like that. Mm-hmm. Like little receivers, he's not a gadget, but he's 5'8", 5'9",
right.
$170 at best. It's not meant for him because the West Coast offense is precise, dink and dunk to an extent, but you got to get the ball out. Now you 5'9" coming across the middle. That's a tough ask now. That's That's tough for him. I just don't think he's meant for that offense. But the offense looks like Kellen Moore's offense. If you pay attention to these curls, these stops, these comebacks, these slants, bro. If I see another 3rd and 10 and we're all running curls to the
sticks,
to the damn stick, bro, I'm gonna throw up. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough ask because I watched the Steelers last week, man. And if we don't spy Fields, he's gonna take off on us. And if we're not stout in the run game, Najee Harris gonna have a day on it.
I'll listen to the sounds of the sidelines. And number 13, the Agent Zero, Overshawn, he said, "Man, I'm used to this, man. I had to go up against Bijan Robinson day in and day out, And I do like the fact that he understands that, hey, you got to stop Najee. Najee, he got a fumbling problem, right? He counters the ball loosely. You may get that from him. On top of that, if he know how to do that and he can be the spy for I call him Hurts, but for Fields, because Fields trusts his legs more than he trusts his arm. And this should be a game that my guy Trayvon Diggs get an INT, because if he throw an awkward ball, and I get it, Pickens trusts himself to high point the ball, but I think my guy Diggs gonna get him on a pick on this game.
But first of all, Overshawn has to be on the field. For
He's gonna
reason,
be on it.
He's only playing packages. I'm telling you, the Zimmer effect.
Mm-hmm.
The only Zimmer is doing, or he'll be here next year, but Zimmer is doing exactly what Jerry wants him to do. I believe is play certain players and hold certain players back. I don't understand. Tell me what is wrong with Izzy and why he can't get on the field. Please, I know he got into it with the previous coaching regime, but you can't tell me you can't tell me that you trade for a player that's trash. Booth, come on now. He was getting cooked. You go and get somebody off the street, and you telling me he's going to play over somebody that's been in this. Well,
you can't say that. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with Izzy. I like his. I like the way he developed, and he put on some pounds, and he can play boundary. He can play field side. He can do it all. He got good hook the sideline. So I don't know. I think he was a 4.38 guy or 4.4 guy. I don't know what the hell happened with him on him not getting playing time, because when he's out there on the field, we haven't seen like a lot of bad tape on him. We haven't. It's just the unknown that we seen with him because maybe he's just a poor practice guy. But anytime that he was out there on the field, I like what I seen out of Izzy.
So this is how I know he's the player. You cannot go into that Tampa Bay playoff game and say, hey, Izzy, I need you to play the slot and not just play the slot on a third receiver. I want you to man up on Goodwin, and I want you to shut him down.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
Yeah.
To me, you're going to tell me you're going to put him on the bench. To me, honestly, it should be Diggs, Izzy on the outside with Bland in the slot.
No doubt.
You got two big corners, and then you have Bland that can do whatever. That's just my opinion. Of course, I'm a crazy Cowboys fan,
right?
But at the same time, if you watch the tape and look at what he's been doing on the field, when he's gotten on the field, he has not been wrong.
Man, come on,
it hasn't been wrong.
You haven't been wrong.
So
hey, Lou, man.
Question,
in closing, but go ahead.
Last question. Is Mike McCarthy going to be here next year?
He can't even win just a playoff game, so he got to make a deep run. And we at this point, people talking about playoffs. Can he even get to the playoff right now? So Mike McCarthy, in short, if we don't do those type of things, he won't be here. He won't be here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The reason I asked, of course, he looks. I already know we're probably going to go with Bill Belichick or another old coach that does not know how to adapt to today's game. The problem is we have a bunch of old coaches that don't know how to adapt to today's game, and the McVay and Shanahan tree is telling you that. Yeah. But we already knew, and Jerry Jones said this on closing, Mike and Dak are tied to the hip. He said it in so many words. So if you've already signed Dak, you signed CD, what are you waiting on? Are they really tied to the hip? Are you just talking per usual? Yeah. Or are you waiting to see something? Or what are you waiting on? And in my opinion, he needs to go. Like, we're not going to.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, Lou.
Go.
Yeah. Are you still gonna say it though? You know what I mean? That's all I want to know too.
Hey, how about them Cowboys? Elbow live.
Let's go, man. That's my guy, Lou, man. Appreciate him from the 304, man. I love it. And I appreciate the flowers, man. And the words of Playmaker.
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
Hey, come on with it. All right, so we got. Give y'all this next lineup because we got this line longer than Shaq feet. It is long. I got Chris, then I got Tariq, and then I got Jimmy the Greek. Come on with it, man. Chris from the 575. You're live on The Nation, brought to you by Frenkel and Frenkel. Come on with it.
What up, Law? How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? What you got for me?
What do you think about moving the line around? Maybe moving Terrence Steele out, putting Tyler Smith there, and moving Bass as guard.
No. I'm not feeling that at all. We got to look. These five guys must be on the same page, Chris. And if anybody, you're as strong as your weakest link. I get all of that. But at this time, let these five guys continue to work themselves into this particular season. It normally takes 2 or 3 games. We are already beyond that. We are seeing increases of better play from Cooper Beebe. It's just that my guys on the end, we're going to have to see how they work themselves in. I still have reservations on Terrence Steele. He haven't been playing as much as we want him to play at the levels that we want him to see him at, but I'm not willing to throw him out yet. Come on, keep him out there. Keep these 5 guys together as long as possible.
Yeah, because, Bass looked good, and then, Tyler Smith's been good at tackle,
right?
Whenever he was there.
Yeah.
I think that tandem would be better than having Terrence Steele in there. You know what I mean?
Continuity, man, is a requirement. That's what somebody said in the chat, recluse. But we got to have the continuity, Chris. What else you got for the show?
Shoot, it'd be nice if we get Davante Adams, but that's a long shot there. I don't think Jerry's going to make a move on that.
Yeah, they said they out on him, man. They said they don't want him. I appreciate you for calling in. Anything else before I let you go?
Nah, that's it, man.
Let me hear you say it, bro.
How about them Cowboys?
How about him, man? Yeah, that's how you handle that call right there. I got my guy from the 585. You're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, Law?
Hey,
going on, Cowboys
all is
Nation?
well. All is well. Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, I hate to toot my own horn, but I've been saying let's put Florinoid in for the long.
Yeah, you've been on that train.
I've been on that train. Everybody's just starting to catch up with us.
Yeah.
But it's a shame that Cooks has to get hurt in order for us to make a move. When we've been seeing that we've been struggling with the wide receiver position.
But you know how that goes, though, right? You know, sometimes pride and egos are really there, and they probably brought Cooks in like, damn, dog, why you ain't getting these separation? What's going on with you, man? I don't know, man. I'm trying my best. It's your knee hurt, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, your knee hurt, don't you? Yeah. And that's what happened. Oh, yeah, man, we had to get this knee drained, man. I think it's infected right now. So, yeah, we're going to sit you out this game. We're going to insert this other kid, and we're going to see how this offense can go from here. Because your knee just don't wake up all of a sudden and say, hey, man, I can't give it a go. I think that's what happened. They had that meeting, and they said, we're going to protect you with your knee hurt right now.
Mm-hmm. And my thing is like this too, man. I get tired with the organization always shooting down good ideas.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good idea to try to go get Hassan Reddick. I thought it was a good idea if they thought about going to get Davante Adams. Do you know how much this offense will unlock if you had a Davante Adams on this team?
Yeah.
This Mike McCarthy, his whole playbook opens up now. Everything, nothing is off limits. You know what I mean? And it might even open up the running game because a lot of people forget when Mike McCarthy was in Green Bay and when they won that Super Bowl, what made them good is they had a whole bunch of wide receivers. They were good. You couldn't stop them. You had to pick your poison. And then once you picked it, he went somewhere else with the ball. You know what I'm saying? Go back and watch the 4 wide receivers that was on that team. All 4 of them was good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we keep getting the bottom of the barrel. We had one good guy, then a mediocre person. Like, come on, man. You can't winning football like this. All these winning teams have good wide receivers on these teams.
Right.
Unless they get hurt. But other than that, man, they need to, like my man was just saying, man, we got to make some moves around there in that as far as our defense. I really want to see how Wilson's going to play this week and Hooker.
Right. Them two right there. Yeah.
If they start looking a little suspect right there, it's time for Thomas, man. Let's go ahead and put this guy in the game, man. Because I hate for this dude, something to happen to him. God forbid something happened to him while he's doing that kickoff return crap. Because he don't even look comfortable out there doing it, if you ask me personally. But that's all I got to say, though, Law.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling in, bro. And that's from
All
the
right.
585, man. That's a good call from Tyreek. Here's the thing, though. The Dallas Cowboys, they love, L-O-V-E, they love to do that. It got to be their original idea. Jerry, you think that the stadium, if it's built this way, the sun will be able to cascade into the field, and it's going to give your players or your opponents a difficult one. But if we just flip the damn stadium this way, you won't see it that good on the highway, but you won't have no sun. And Jerry like, nah, I don't want to do that. Nah, I don't need to do that. Come on.
Damn act together.
And that's what he told. True story. That's what he told them people, man. And they built the stadium that way, and the sun, every single time, never worked in our favor. It never, because of Jerry. So it's just like that, man. And hey, put some curtains up there, Jerry, since you got the stadium built the wrong way.
Get your damn act together.
Come on. Take Sky Mirror down, because Sky Mirror been giving us bad mojo.
Get your damn act together.
Jerry, stop putting salt on the McGriddle.
Get your damn act together.
Dang, Jerry, come on. That's how it been, man. But I got Jimmy the Greek, man. You're live from the 781, brought to you by Frenkel and Frenkel. Talk to me, man.
What's up, Allah. Happy hump day, my brother.
Happy hump day to you. What you got?
Yeah, big shout out to my wife. It's her birthday today, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
birthday
53
to
years. But listen, first of all, like I always say, keep up the amazing work. You're incredible. You're my favorite dude on the podcast, man. You do
Appreciate
a great
it.
job. You know what? Call me crazy, Law, but I think this defense is going to play better, believe it or not, without Parsons and D-Law for some reason. I don't know why I'm saying that, but maybe I think they're going to be more focused, more scheme-wise, or I just have a feeling that this defense is going to be a little bit more sound. And, you know, as far as Davante Adams, you know, I would love him on the team, but, man, he's 32 years old. I don't know. He's not the Davante from 4 or 5 years ago, so that's what all I got to say.
Okay. So you out on him. You like the Joneses. You out on him. I feel you with that.
Yeah, I'm out on him, man. Because you know what? I don't think he's gonna. I would rather put Flournoy in there and see what he's got. You know.
I feel you. So you like you don't want nobody from the outside in. You like the theory of, hey, we like our guys or love our guys, right?
Well, you know what? If it was Davante Adams from 3-4 years ago, and without the price tag, because you know the price tag's coming. Maybe not this year, but it will be coming. Then I would say okay. But I would rather spend money on the defensive side and bring in a defensive stud. Because I still think our offense will start clicking. I think that we're lagging a little bit right now. The offensive line is still gelling. And Dak, you know, just like last year, it took us a while to get going, you know.
Right.
So I think I'd rather spend the money on the defensive side, to be honest with you.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to take that away from you. I think defense win championships, by the way. So if we go get a Simmons, if we go make some type of movement to go grab another edge rusher, maybe Yannick Ngakoue, whoever, if he's available, and bring him in for a cup of coffee, I'm not going to get mad at that, you know. And I said this the other night, is that we're saying all of this, but at least see what you got out of Flo before you pull that trigger on grabbing another wide receiver, because you just never know. You just never know.
Now, Val, let me ask you a quick question.
Talk to me.
Are they gonna play him this weekend or no?
They might not even still start him, right? So we just leaning on to that. Yeah.
That mentality, man. I don't understand that. You know.
Well, they operate out of comfort, man. So they don't have anything to worry about someone taking their job. So they can move like this. They can move slowly, and they don't have to rush it. You know. So.
And one other quick point before I let you go. I got a feeling this organization is, I'm not going to say they have a rebuild mentality, but I will say this. They're going to let it ride and see where we're at mid-season. And if we're in contention, then I think they're going to make a trade or make moves at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
And if we're not, they're going to say, you know what, it is what it is this year, and let's just pack it in. And I think that's what they're doing. You know?
Yeah, well, nothing sells more than, you know, the unknown. That's why you can sell the draft picks. That's why we kind of hold on to our draft picks, because it's the area of the unknown. But before I let you go, man, give a shout out to your lady, man, once again for her birthday.
I will do that, my man. Thank you so much. I got to go get those flowers now, brother.
No doubt, man. Well, appreciate you.
You have a great the good work, man.
Yeah, Jimmy the Greek, man. Well, I'm gonna give a shout out to her. Happy birthday to his lady, man. For being on this world for 53 years, very short time, right? So continue to pour upon your blessings on Jimmy, and may she have a beautiful birthday. I know he finna get flowers, and he finna, you know, have a romantic day. Hey, He ain't finna lose this weekend, right, Cowboy Nation? So shout out to Jimmy. Put y'all hands together for Jimmy, too, by the way, man. He always calling in with some positive words and some great information. Yeah. Yeah. So it's just how it be, man, with the Cowboys. We can see some of the things that can ultimately improve this team, but they kind of hold back on those type of things. I got Steven Cowboy, and then I have the 214. I see Big Cam, hold tight for me. And I see you smoke one for you. So, Steven, man, you're live from the 209. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Law? How you doing?
All is well. Can't complain.
Hey, I have a couple of quick points. I mean, for all intents and purposes,
Right.
for September football, 2-2 ain't too bad. The
Right.
guy's not falling. You're not 1-3. You can deal with this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, looking at it from a week-to-week standpoint, our defensive line I'm a little worried about.
Mm-hmm.
But if Nealon can step up and have contain like Lawrence does, especially against a quarterback like Fields, as well as utilizing number 13 Overshown more,
Right.
we'll be all right for a game or two till
Right.
Lawrence and Parsons come back. And I don't think that the Steelers, they are 3-1, but I'm not too worried about them, especially offensively. Look
Right.
at their games. In
Right.
their games that they've won, they've scored 18, 20, 24 points.
Right.
Now, I'll give them credit on their defense being great, which so far it is.
Yeah.
But if we can use our deep threats like Turpin and get CD on some slants with some yak opportunities, we can get the ball moving down the field. 24 points wins this game.
24
so
points
until we
winning.
can get our guys back, Cooks back, Bland back, right, and we can win this game until we get into the Lions, the Niners, to see where the Cowboys stack up in those games, we'll be all right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Looking at it
quite
from a
sure.
week-to-week perspective.
Steven, you right on the money, man. I think that if the Cowboys just play a solid game, don't turn over the ball, run the ball, TOP, and minimize the attack that Justin Fields and Najee Harris try to do, right, then this could be a good game for us, man, to sneak out on primetime game versus the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Everybody will be watching, by the way. So, yeah. It'll
Right.
be good.
So I'm pretty excited for it. Hope that Dak steps up. He's capable. He's done this before. So I'm not, the other main point that I wanted to make with McCarthy is that McCarthy with motion, while he does need to up that number for sure.
Right.
It's kind of hard to call on motions when you're constantly in a negative game script. Down a touchdown, down 14-3 in 2 out of your 3 games here. You're not, you need to get up to the line, 2-minute offense constantly. Down 21-3, 28-6. So
the only thing,
will go up.
the only rebuttal to that is his opening 15 to 17 scripted plays. Like, give us a little bit of that. Give us a little bit of that. Get your playmakers the ball. I listened to Tom Brady so much on the way he called these last few games, and he was talking about even with Mike Evans. He said, "Hey, my star-studded receiver, I'm trying to get him involved really early. I want to make sure that I get him going, and then I'll work on Chris Godwin over there, or Goodwin, however you say that man's name. Yeah, Chris. You work on Chris to get him the ball. So those are things that Dak Prescott got to do. Our Mike Evans is CeeDee Lamb, so we got to get him early. I think Jake Ferguson, those will be my order of operation. Jake Ferguson, CeeDee Lamb, get Kavante Turpin going. We know for sure he's averaging 7.5 yards on the end around. Instead of letting anybody else do it, let him do it so you can get in rhythm early, and I think that will help us out.
Right, and rhythm too. Also with Rico, tell me if I'm wrong. Is he not averaging like four something yards a carry? Give him more.
Oh, give him more. Yeah, give him more. I think Rico is right at that number. Yeah.
Because if he can't do it, he can't do it. But at least he's getting 4 yards a pop, and then you get your other guys involved, CD, like we were just saying, and see where it goes. So I think
agree.
We can be all. I think we can be all right if we just go down that route. Give Dowdle some touches, see what we can do, get CD involved. They can do it.
I agree.
So that's all I really got to say, but just got to win some games until we get into the brutal stretch that's coming up here. Lions, Niners, Eagles, Texans. I mean, these are some brutal games, so they'll be tested, and we'll find out what kind of team they are.
No doubt. Appreciate you, Stephen. Thank you so much for calling in. Let me hear you say it too, by the way, if you can.
Yes, sir. How about them Cowboys?
How about him, man? That's from the 209, Stephen Cowboy, man. Appreciate him. We definitely got to get off to a faster start. Motion is just eye candy, right? Just to give you an imagination. It's not a guarantee. It's just giving them an imagination, right? And if Mike McCarthy should throw that out there just so people can shut the hell up, then yeah, do that for us, Because people going to still talk about the motion. They're going to talk about the pre-snap reads. They're going to talk about his minimizations of some screenplays. So we just got to do the small things. And I'm trying to make this defense or keep the defense honest. But anytime as a DB or as a linebacker, I can sit on some routes because I know, okay, off of this formation, 3-by-1 set, oh, they're not giving me no illusion where if you're going to run let's say you're going to run a 2-by-2. Just pull it up like this, 3-by-1, and then just roll the other guy to the other side, 2-by-2. So at least now, the person, if they in man, he got to carry over to the other side of the field. Or, if they in the zone, look, now he's communicating back to the linebacker. And then you can say, wide 80 or what we doing? Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Where my guy at? Here we go. Here we go. Kill. Come on. Yeah, here we go. It's just that simple, instead of a 3-by-1, now it's a 2-by-2, right? And we know exactly who's covering who. And then you can still run the ball out of that set, right? That's all we're asking. We're not asking Mike McCarthy to not call the 4 curls, hook route, stop routes. If you're going to call them anyway, just go ahead and give them a combination. Show bunch formation, and then get them at the last minute. Come on with it. So that you can't mess that up. You might accidentally. It goes all the way back. Ooh, I like how this thing is just all merging together. I like how it's all merging together. It's called calling the players bluff. When you're playing spade, and that person may have the joker, deuce, and they may be novice to a degree. But you're going to be like, man, you ain't getting no 7 books on me. I don't care what you got. Well, I got some 5 over here. I got all the aces. You just don't know. And then they said, all right, how much you bid? They talking across the board. They're talking all type of stuff, And then all of a sudden, instead of them bidding 8 or instead of them bidding 7, they going board over there. You sandbagging the whole time you got SHIT in your hand. Come on. You ain't got nothing in your hand. You just calling that bluff. Come on, man.
Damn.
I know y'all do that. I know y'all spade players when I see y'all in the chat. I know y'all been doing that. Benny, I know you do it. T-Jack, I know you're doing it. Right? Got nothing in your hand, but you just trying to make them look foolish. Yeah, Ain't this right from the 214? You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Frenkel and Frenkel. Talk to me, man. 212. You not hurt, are you? If it's a personal injury, you definitely got to call them. What's good? You here?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, man, doing great.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Hey, my feelings are hurt, Doc.
Why?
I'm feeling worse. My feelings are hurt worse than it was last year. What? Like we starting off horrible. Why do we got 4 running backs and we not scheming for them? We not making good plays and trick plays for them.
Well, sometimes people don't know what to do with what they got. They go back to the spades, man. They got the 4 spades. They got all of the spades. They got the joker, deuce. Sometimes you don't know what you got in your hand. You don't know how to use them. That's the only thing I can say.
Yeah. Absolutely. We need to have Turpin out there.
Yep.
CD. Flournoy. What's the Jalen? Was it Cropper?
Mm-hmm.
What's it? let them boys eat, man.
Well, Cropper on the
Them boys
practice
hungry.
squad, you can't elevate. You don't want them to elevate him too quickly. But I get what you're saying. Yeah.
It's a lot of young players that's hungry, Lord, that's not even getting the chance. I feel like if they let everybody get a little piece of something, you know what I'm saying, we can make some shape. Everybody, I don't know, man. What's up with our defense, though?
Man, we ranked 32nd right now. I think that we came off really bad with a slew of injuries, not to just make mistakes, not just to make excuses, I meant to say, but we've been making a lot of mistakes, just like I just did. We've been making a lot of mistakes with Mike Zim. I think he just needs to slow it down, let these players, when the players call when Zim called the defense, I think that these players now need to listen to how he wants this to be done. No more hero ball. Just straight up what he wants to be done. And hopefully that can resolve some things so we can get back to playing solid football on defense.
We can't stop the run, though. Like, every team
We stopped the run last week. And I know, I get it, it's the Giants. I get it's the Giants. I know. We stopped the run last week, man. We stopped the run after the first half against the Ravens. Huh? We stopped the run after the first half in the Ravens. The Ravens got all of their run and rush yards in the first and second quarter. So third quarter, fourth quarter, we stopped the Raven run, and on top of that, remember all that happened in the first and second quarter. So, and I know it's too optimistic, I'm too optimistic with that, but for the last the last 6 quarters, we've been stopping the run.
For the past 5 years, we've been going through the same thing.
Yeah, true
we
that.
need to run stoppers.
We do.
Jerry Jones needs to go ahead and hit up Aaron Donald and be like, hey, I give you whatever. Just come over here, Doc.
Well, Jerry don't operate that way. He like to hold on to that money. You know what I'm saying? He got to hold on to that money, man.
So are we going to win Sunday, yes or no?
Are we winning Sunday? I ain't saying we losing. I think we can win. I think that if we control the TOP, stop the run, force Justin Field to be one-dimensional. If you force Justin Field to throw the ball, you win in this game. I don't give a dog how bad our defense is or offense. If we can do those things, if we force him to throw the ball, I think we win this game.
But he's a dual threat with his legs, though. So
Is he a better thrower than Hurts? No. Is he a better thrower than Daniel Jones? So I just think that like this, man. He's more athletic than both of those boys, but
absolutely,
yeah, he's very athletic. I think that and we haven't played Hurts this year yet. But what I'm saying is that you can force a turnover from Fields. You just got to stop him from getting on the outside and running the ball. I hope that he try to throw across his body. I hope that he try to, force a ball to Pickens to prove a point that he can throw the ball and then Diggs take the ball away from him. So I like this.
Oh, we got Bland back too, right?
Bland supposedly be back. I'm waiting for the reports on how he practiced this week, but I'm in literally no rush of putting Bland out there. I would rather have Bland versus the Lions or the 49ers.
Hey, if you ever talk to Jerry, tell him he needs to go get C.D. Lamb cousin.
No doubt, man.
In Buffalo.
Yeah.
In Buffalo.
No doubt, man. But he gonna be a long time from there. But I appreciate you for calling in, fam, from the 214. Thank you, man. What's your name so I can lock you in?
Hey, J-Rock.
J-Rock. Appreciate you, J-Rock. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. That's J-Rock, y'all. And it sounds like he driving. Uncle Charles, man, you in the chat, man. Where you at? You was the next caller, Unc. Oh, my God. Uncle Charles just hung up, man. I was trying to squeeze in Uncle Charles. But since he just hung up the phone on me, let me get Big Cam in the building, man, from the 214 as well, right down the street. You right here in Dallas, Big Cam. Talk to me, man.
What's good with your law?
Hey,
good,
all is
man.
well, man. All is well.
So this morning, right, I get up, I start driving because I'm a truck driver. So I get up and I start driving. I see, you know, that they were thinking about, you know, well, they were in talks of being one of the ones that was in on the conversations for Davante Adams. And so a few hours later, Cooks get hurt. And I'm like, all right, well, this is perfect timing.
Right.
Come back around, another story said, hey, yeah, we're not really interested. Only thing I thought of was you saying Riggs.
Riggs! That's exactly how it went. Riggs!
And I knew it.
You know what happened,
man.
though?
I was like, man. Yeah.
You know what happened? They fooled around. This is exactly true story. They picked up the phone and they said, let's just call his agent. And his agent sent the price, and the Cowboys opened it up and said, oh, no, we're not interested in that. Y'all want a second, and y'all want me to take care of it? No.
But
They looked at their price tag.
You still got Amari Cooper out there. Which I think that, you know, under $1 million,
Cooper, man.
I believe. You know.
Yeah.
So
Cooper can say he come back for free, and they still won't pick him up, man.
And they still won't pick him up.
They won't. This dude literally took $6.5 million off his plate. Off his plate. He took less money.
Crazy, man.
And they still traded him away for peanuts, man.
That is crazy. And I got 2 more points to make. Remember last week I said it was a good thing you hung up on me real quick, and I know it was, you know, I know it wasn't nothing, but you hung up on me real quick, and I was like, maybe it's a good thing that these guys are hurt right now. You were like, oh, no.
Oh.
But then, you know, last night on the final word, I heard you came back. You were like, well, maybe this is a good thing for the rest of the defense because now we get to finally see scheme instead of people trying to play hero ball.
Yeah.
And so I think that was a good thing, even though I don't want nobody to be
right.
None of our star players. But we got some really stout defensive ends that they may not be good pass rushers, but they're really good run defenders that can protect their lane. So I really think that will be good for this week going forward, knowing that we're going to have to need to contain that quarterback.
Man.
And if we can, like you said, if we can make him stay in the pocket, I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't win this game.
No doubt, man.
I just don't see why that wouldn't be a possibility. And the last point that I wanted to make was that, man, can Mike McCarthy come out and show us that he can scheme good against Mike Tomlin? This is going to be a test match. And if Mike McCarthy is not prepared, man, Mike Tomlin going to walk all over him.
Well, he better be prepared.
Yeah, I want to see maybe some screens, maybe us running at their best defensive edges. You know, maybe us running at T.J. Watt, trying to move him out the ball. Keep Lipke on the field at all costs. Get protected. Get Dak protected real good because they're going to come at him. You know, and maybe we can run at these boys, man. Maybe we can actually do some things on the ground this week. I want to see nothing but outside zones and toss sweeps. That up the A and B gap is not good for us, and I really think that we have players. Now I think Rico Dowdle's good enough. He got enough burst and speed to where he can get around them edges.
No doubt.
You know, and use Zeke on them. Use Zeke on the 1 or 2 yard gains that we need.
No
Other
doubt,
than that,
man.
I think that this would be a stellar game for us to come out and show that we can scheme, and that Mike McCarthy still got a little bit of juice in his bag left.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you for calling in, man. Hey, before I let you go, Big Cam, we got Uncle Charles next, man. But let me hear you say it.
Man, how about them Cowboys, man?
Hey, how about them Cowboys, man? Great points, man. Yeah, when he said, you know, maybe this is a good thing for Parsons and Law to get hurt. At that time, y'all got to understand. At that time, we were like, hey, man, what is this dude saying? And we didn't give him a time to put the context in, contextualizations. But I give it what he's coming from. So let's, Uncle Charles, get the mic, man, from the 205. You're live on the nation. Unc, talk to us.
Law, I want to say, man, how you doing, bro?
Doing great.
been praying for you and thinking about you at night before I said my prayers. To make sure everything is good for you and make sure you take your thing to a whole nother level. And you deserve everything you get. You deserve it because you work hard and you work hard to get. When you work hard, you get what God bless you.
Yeah,
that's where it's for.
Appreciate
Let me say this. A lot of people ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say, but it's all right. You know why it's all right? Because you over there and I'm over here. Let me explain this.
Yeah.
I've been tied to the Cowboys since 1979. I lived and died on what they did. When we lost the NFC Championship to the 49ers, when they caught that ball in the back of the end zone, I was in the bed for 2 weeks sick because we had that game. We won. And my mama, you know, my mama told me, she said, son,
Mama said,
Dallas ain't gonna be able to win every game. You might well get up on out the bed and go on out there and play with everybody else. And you know what? My mama had a point. Why am I in here suffering when I could be out there playing kickball with everybody else? But let me say this. Jerry Jones is not finna get no Davante Adams.
Right.
And you know why you're not gonna get him? Because Derrick Henry got a house in Dallas. And they said, we called Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry said, ain't nobody called me. They knew they didn't call him, but they just want to throw their name out there for somebody to talk about him. Let me explain something. Look at where we at right now. If we lose Sunday, are you really confident that we're going to win the next Sunday? No. We're in dire straits. You do whatever you have to do as an owner to improve your team, to get your team that closer to a Super Bowl. But no, Mike McCarthy is the head coach. He got all that front and no back. So let me explain it to you like this. In India, they got a lot of elephants. And there was a mama elephant with her calf going across the road. And there was a little guy down there with a little motorbike. He was throwing rocks at the mama elephant. And the mama elephant never responded. She went across there with her calf. And when she got her calves across that street, she beeline right for his ass. And went down there and knocked him up in the air. And when he hit the ground, he was talking all crazy. He was talking about the civil rights movement. He was talking about when my mother-in-law coming to town. You ain't even married. You ain't got no mother-in-law. He was just that messed up because we keep messing and poking the bear, and we end up on the short end of the stick. I feel for my brothers and sisters. I'm part of this grief with you. You ain't part of this grief by yourself. I'm part of the grief. I work for We Kill Them Bugs. Went over this lady's house. I went over this house. She had roaches everywhere, all on the flat screen TV. They're jumping off the refrigerator like they're in the Olympics. I said, man, why you didn't call anybody to tell you? She said, I didn't know it was that bad. Ma'am, you got roaches. If we can kill the ones that's crawling, but the ones that's flying, we're going to have a damn hard time with them. I'm going to tell you that right now. So get the suits and your work boots because we got to go to work. All I'm saying is that we're sitting in a prime position to do what we need to do. Mike McCarthy is not going to say anything because he got no spine. He don't. I'm sorry, Mike. I hate to say that about your brother, and I really like Mike McCarthy. But right now, he don't have no spine. He got no say-so over nothing. So I say this to y'all, and I say this to y'all. I'm a Cowboy fan for life. But I'm not a fan if I can't criticize him too. And I appreciate you, Lord.
Man. Come on with it. There's Uncle Charles, man. For those who don't know, come on with it.
Don't give up the fight. Everything will be all right on any given Sunday.
What will you say, Uncle?
Yeah, depend on you.
If you
win or lose, you know you got to pay some dues to live on Monday. Yeah.
That's Uncle Charles, man. And he's right. You know, a protector can do so much to protect, but they gonna make sure that they protect their financial investment first or their blood first. And that mama elephant, yeah, you can throw rocks at me all day, but don't hit my little ones. But as soon as I get them to a safe spot, you better be out the way. And that's what happened. And that's how we supposed to be with the Dallas Cowboys. The 3-letter, the 4-letter networks, those on the outside, they can throw rocks all day. And they can.
Goodbye.
But at the end of the day, man, I'm going to let Uncle Charles be the last caller. Man, I appreciate JV. I seen you in there. Eric, I seen you in there, man, and a few others. But, man, y'all have to call back in tomorrow or what have you. But I'm going to say this, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we supposed to do. But low key, we not the elephant. Jerry Jones is the elephant. We the other little elephants that's trying to get across the strait. And when you gonna pick up the phone, Jerry? When you gonna call and get this thing going? And his other analogy with the roaches, oh yeah, woo! That analogy goes so hard, man. That's a hard one right there. Because roaches that's running around, yeah, you can kill them. But when they start to fly, come on, man. That's a mutated roach. That roach done already lived here before. Yeah, you got to have a special line. It can outfly the spray, you know. And yeah, if you over somebody's house and they got a big roach, maybe you can say, yeah, that's a water bug. But when you start seeing baby roaches and stuff, yeah, that house is infested. Let me get off of this screen right quick. Let me get off. Them roaches been having some relations. You know what I'm saying? Them roaches been doing some effing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm telling y'all the truth. That house is infested. So, we get it. You can have one or two problems, but you better not have baby problems is what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen. And we've been having some baby problems. We've been seeing some baby roaches up in here. And now they're starting to fly. So Uncle Charles is right, and he have a right to really criticize this team on the way this team is operating. I can't change his mind on that, you know, and that's what we supposed to all be. Yeah. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, salute to all of the sponsors for this show. My bookies, appreciate them as well as Frenkel and Frenkel. Be sure to check out FrenkelFirm.com and they can really take good care of you on all what they do. Cowboy Nation, everybody that's listening here, in closing, Smoke one for you. He says, sorry, Law. I had a very important call to come through, bro. And of a retiree, always busy at a time. Yeah. I know you're a busy guy, man. Yeah. CJ said them effing roaches, man, they multiply, man. They are. Jerry have no reason. He's the black sheep of the NFL. I feel you. Peanut butter, no jelly, ham, no burger, coaches, no schemes. Oh my gosh, man. Recluse says, I'm tickled. Yeah. As long as you sitting down and you on the couch and that tickling sensation is not coming up your back and nobody's sitting beside you, then you got roaches, you know. And I know you don't have roaches, Recluse, you know. So y'all shouldn't be tickled around here. And some people can live with filth. Some people are so customary to live with that, you know. Yeah, you put food down on the counter. It's like, hey, paper, rock, scissors. Who's going to eat it first? You or the bug, you know. Yeah. Flat. Laud the Nation, fam, for all you do. Bro, word up. Smoke one for you. Appreciate you, man. Come on with it. Watch the film and y'all see. Shout out to my guy, Rogue Lock. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank everybody for jumping in and being part of these long shows. But we going to get on up out of here, man. Yeah, Rev says he hated the big ones, you know. As long as they're the big ones. If you see a big roach just all of a sudden run across your flow there, right? And it's just one big one and you haven't seen them in multiple months or what have you, then that's okay. That's an outside bug. That's a water bug, as they say, you know. I was watching some people at Chipotle. They said they found bug in their food. They would be always in the comment section. Man, that's just protein, man. Come on with it. Raids is Jerry's only resource. Yeah. If you guys ultimately like what you heard today, hit the like button. And if you didn't like what you hear today, hit the like button. It's going to get better. Challenge me to be better. I try to be 1% better than what I was yesterday. Right? I'm trying to be 1% better than what I was a week ago. I'm always striving to be better in life. I'm not the perfect person. And if you look at me to be perfect, keep looking. You see flaws everywhere. You see imperfections everywhere because I'm only human, right? So this team, they are trying to be better organically, right? From within, osmosis or whatever that is. But we as fans, we have every right and every reason to question the Cowboys. I tried to give you guys my all. I try to give you guys objective analysis when it's time for me to talk about the good and when it's time for me to talk about the bad. Even in a book I read, Ecclesiastes 3:8, it says there's a time for love and also there's a time for hate. That's in a book that I read. So I'm quite sure there's a time as fans to love and there's a time to hate. But what I'm going to tell you this as a little advice, when it's in the negative and when it's in the bad, just don't stay there. Yea, though I walk through the valley of darkness. It don't say, yea, do I stay. I once read somewhere that this too shall pass, whether it's good or bad. Some people, like my guy Elite Rob says, yeah, y'all delusional. Well, even when David had to fight Goliath, and he didn't have heavy artillery, he didn't have weapons that can shoot automatically. He didn't even have a jacket rock. They said he kneeled down and got a smooth rock and put it in a slingshot. He took off all of the things that other people provided to him. One can argue while he was taking off all of that armor and looking for a smooth rock that even he was delusional, right? You know, elite, you got elite in your name, but I'm giving you some elite counsel and information that can be poured upon you that you can apply it not just to football, but to life. Life is going to give you obstacles. Life is going to give you things that you got to go through. And we are all winners. Right? We are. To be here. R.I.P. to Pete Rose. R.I.P. to John Amos. R.I.P. to those that lost their lives this week. We are here. They are not. So that's just what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's about life and being here. And you know the word. So speak life. You got options to choose. And I'm just putting that out there, Elite Rob. You know, that's all I'm saying. Like I said, we all gonna face this one way or another. That's just what it is. In this game of what my guy Uncle Charles said on a Sunday night, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls that's listening, yeah, it's any given Sunday. Yeah, Dikembe Mutombo, yeah, he's gone. But and may he rest in power. But even out of the darkness that covered me, black as the pit from pole to pole, Mama always said, say that thing on your way out, Lord. And it's just this. How bad do you want it? Your determination, your heart, soul, and sinew. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and all that you dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or plan to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity with faith, hope, and confidence and stern pertinacity. If neither cold or the poverty or the famish or the fame or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away from the things you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset, ladies and gentlemen, we have no control of the outcome of this game. But it's all about the players, the 53 men, the 46 or the 47-day active guys this Sunday versus the Steelers. It's all up to them. The coaches got to call the best plays. The coaches got to want it. The players got to say, I need this. Yeah. You got to be even like Marlon. My name is my name on the wire, right? They got to make sure that they represent it. We gonna do our job. Win, lose, or draw. Yes. That's why I put this in there.
Spartans, prepare for glory.
It was only 300. The Persian army said our arrows will black out the skies. Boy, we gonna pillage your ladies. We gonna force y'all into slavery. We're going to take everything because you didn't give us earth and water.
Spartans, prepare for glory.
And he stood there as delusional as he was.
Spartans, prepare for glory.
As crazy as he is, Elite Rob, I get you, man. I'm just using you as an energy motivator.
Spartans, prepare for glory.
Yeah, it's no days off. Nothing on this planet can get me to start rooting for the Steelers when we play them. Nothing on this planet can get me to think in my mind, come Sunday night football, that Mike Tomlin is better than Mike McCarthy. Nothing in this planet or on this planet can let me say that, yeah, Pickens is finna dog out Trayvon Diggs. Because we coming, baby. Yeah. It is just like this, ladies and gentlemen.
Spartans, prepare for glory.
Let's go, baby. We preparing ourselves for glory. Come on, baby. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, give me my theme music, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. We getting on up out of here. If we offended anyone today, charge it to my head, not my heart. Don't charge it to my heart. Let's go. Come on, baby. Come on.
I've been really in the field. Let her rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it.
There we go, baby.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Time to check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Come on, here we go. Let's go, baby.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives. Need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play. Charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah, yeah. I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clothes. Yeah, yeah. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. Yeah. I be really in the field. Love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. time to check a song. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Come on.
Count that too, count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Let's get on up out of here, man. One love to everybody, man.
Lately
Let's continue to grind and shine. Oh, also news that this KJ, he will be wearing. I
spoke with my
Lately I just wanna
run it up. That's how you
wearing
do it, son.
52.
You do it.
That'll be
like
his
they
number.
did. I wanted to stand in front of my boys and say,
Come on
do
with it.
like your dad, like any proud dad would want to. And at that moment, a voice came over me, and it said, look up, get up, and don't ever give up.
The fight started, baby. Get back on your 2 feet and get that done. Don't contemplate it. Let's get that done. This video televised for who couldn't make it. I'm standing tall, my chest up, chin up high like they can't break me. Lights on, it's time to fight. Fight. They know just how we come in this Dallas. Boy, we tryna fight. Lights on, it's time to fight. Fight. Game time, it's time to fight. We don't never give up. We don't never give up.
Come on with it.
We don't never give up. We don't never give up. We don't never give up. The fight started, baby. Get back on your 2 feet and get that done. Don't contemplate it. Let's get that done. This video televised for who couldn't make it. I'm standing tall, my chest up, chin up high like they can't break me. Lights on, it's time to fight. They know just how we come in this Dallas. Boy, we tryna fight. Lights on, it's time to fight. Game time, it's time to fight. We don't never give up. 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 We don't never give up.
Yes! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
Now, so the cocaine's happening. When does that crack come into play for you?
We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's a better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. Let's go Birds, fly, Eagles fly, still Super Bowl champs for now.
Y'all killing me with this. I can't have 30 years.
Robert.
30 years. Y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man. If you wanna go,
Go ahead and walk out the door.
Come on with it, baby. Let me get on up out of here, man. Yeah, hey, I still think that the Eagles, they are being a little bit respectful. I haven't seen the Eagles in the chat, man, for a minute. Is there another Eagles guy? Is there any other Eagles guy? Because we just want to let them know we all like y'all, man. We can't wait to see y'all play this weekend. And all of these good things, man. So the Eagles been gone for a minute, man. We don't like the substitutions of the Washington team. The Washington team don't talk as much noise right now. Yeah. But let's get on up out of here, man. But shout out to all of the Eagles, man. She said, "Can you flap?" I know she had to be a sign for the Cowboys because she knew that we were all going to take that and run with it. She says, she said, "Can you flap that hat one more time?" She knew what she was doing. And y'all saw them cowboy fingernails she had on? She had them cowboy fingernails on. Yeah, she did. Let me get on up out of here, man. One love to y'all. DC for life. Salute to everybody, man. And we going to have a great day. Come on. It never get old. Let me know if that ever gets old, man. I'll take it off the Rolodex there. Yep. If we offended anyone, charge it to my beard, not my heart. Come on with it. She said, "Can you flap that hat one more time?" Just one more time. That got to be all-star-ish. Come on with it. Just one more time. She said, can you flap it one more time? Come on, let's listen to it one more time. Yeah.
We answered. I talked stuff. I thought we had it.
Watch what she say.
Show you who's a better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles?
Look at them blue fingernails. Yeah.
Let's go birds fly, Eagles fly. Still sweet.
Player 2. Thank you.
You have an unnatural allegiance to losing. It's not like you.
Player 2. Come on with it. Come on. I can see my guy right now driving. If you're an 18-wheeler, if you drive for a living, keep sending me those messages, man. They be say, man, I can drive a load from Houston to Florida. Listen to Law, man. It never gets old. They use my episodes as therapy sessions. So you're a truck driver, let me know. Put TD in the chat, truck drivers. I follow. Come on.
Evil world we live in.
Shout out to all of the truck drivers. The truck drivers. Come on with it. Boy, I see the TDs in the chat. I love it.
If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far.
For all the truck drivers, man.
So far. If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
Until next time, DC for life. Hey, you know what what I'm gonna do is, for all of the truck drivers, I'm gonna try to come up with a sticker so y'all can slap that sticker if it's approved on your truck. So whenever y'all driving throughout these United States, man, come on with it, man. Oh my God, I just not thought about that.
See, when you invest in something,
come on with it.
You hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it. You're going to have a cold day in hell for somebody to try to take this from you. We live by this, we die by
All
this.
Nation
Sports. We don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man
on your
must search
trucks.
his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning.
That's going to be dope.
I want mine out the dirt. I don't want no handouts. I don't want no celebrity to co-sign me and somebody to see me in the street and say, I remember when such and such put you on. No.
That'll be dope.
No. It may sound harsh, but I'm going to beat myself up so the world can't beat me up.
Movable billboard.
The world is a cruel place. It can be a beautiful place if you allow it to be. Once your perspective changes, that's when miracles happen.
God sees in you
so I can get to the next
what you don't see in
level.
yourself.
It's always going to be
And that's why he chose you to break generation cycles. And he about to open door for you that no man can shut. That no man can shut. Because he wants to be a witness for what he about to do.
Definitely coming up with that ideal as we speak. I'm finna order some Law Nation sports stickers, y'all.
Keep faith.
If you're a truck driver,
God gonna do it.
hit me up. I'm gonna send them your way.
It's already done. You are favored. Victory's upon you. I need y'all to receive this message.
Big dog.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in.